Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review, we are looking at the DC Multiverse Collect and Connect Killer Croc Wave KGBEAST. Isn't there supposed to be a space in his name? I just looked at the package and realized there's no space up there. There has to be a space. KGBEAST. Is it typed anywhere other than in that funny font? I don't know, but that bothers me. I'm gonna have to look. If there's not a space in his name, I like the character even less. This is the character that's not Bane, but everybody keeps comparing him to Bane, but it actually came out before Bane, so Bane's a copy of him, if anything, but they do have a very strikingly similar appearance. Anyway, this is not a good figure, really in any way, but let's go ahead and get it off the stand and take a closer look anyway. This guy stands just about 7 inches, which makes him pretty close to Motu Classics. No, it's about 17.5, and this guy is essentially just a Masters of the Universe figure with some stuff on top. His body is all Masters of the Universe, and I know some of the DC figures shared that body too, but everything about him is just that. He's very bubbly looking. His arms look like they're made out of grapes, and he's got this rubber shirt on top of his regular body underneath, which doesn't work. It makes him look very, very stout, very portly in the torso. It looks like his arms are extra stumpy because of it, but they really are because it's a Motu figure. Proportionally speaking, I know the guy's supposed to be kind of inhuman looking, but this is just not a very good sculpt. It's not really appealing. It looks goofy. Like if you put that up against another character, it just looks weird. Just looks odd. Because it's so damn bubbly. Like he's not that tall, and he's supposed to be a big dude. He's not that tall. He just ends up looking kind of like a giant small person. There's some paint on it. His face is painted well enough. His little nubbins up here are painted well enough. There's a little bit of shading on here, or it's poorly painted, can't tell. His throwing stars are pretty sloppy. His Deadpool tattoos are okay. His boots are okay. They didn't paint his hand. Like, they painted his hand black, even though his fingers are clearly supposed to be skin colored. The skin color part of his hand is the wrong color. His forearms don't match, or this forearm doesn't match the rest of his body. This looks terrible. This is like dollar store quality stuff here. It's really, really bad looking. Aesthetically speaking, I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10. As far as accessories go, we get 2 little knives that go in his boots, and they're okay. And then we get his gun arm knife thing that pegs in, or I guess he can kind of hold it, but it doesn't fit in his hand well. And then we get the little nubbin that goes into his gun thing. Is that like the tip of a flamethrower? I don't know what's going on with that, but that is also removable. So accessory wise, 5 out of 10, I guess. I don't know. And then it's time for the articulation. The head can go forward and back pretty nicely, actually. It rotates pretty well. Doesn't really have any attitude. Shoulders go just about horizontal. Oh my god, he fell in half. What the heck? I didn't even do anything. I was touching his arm. So he's got this big rubber diaper also. And that is partly what's making him look extra fat. But he just fell apart while I was handling his arm. So there's that. That happened. Bicep swivel, single jointed elbow, very basic. This thing rotates. This hand has a hinge and a rotation and a swivel in there. He does have a waist twist. He does technically have an ab crunch, though it's all pretty much worthless with all of his giant baby clothes. And then his hips are loose, but they go forward and back, and they have a hinge that goes out to the side. Full on splits, but very ugly joint. Again, very floppy. There is technically a thigh swivel in there. I think this guy uses a lot of the same body parts as Lobo, by the way. Single jointed knee doesn't go 90 degrees. Ankle goes forward and back nicely and has a little bit of an ankle rocker. Ultimately, the articulation on this guy is super mediocre. I'll give it a 6. It's not good at all. This figure is just another epitome figure for them. It is the epitome of we don't really care. It's not very good, and we know it, but we really don't care. So I'll give it an overall verdict of 5 out of 10. Don't buy this unless you really, really want a figure of the guy that I guess Bane was based off of. It's not very good. It's not good at all. Don't buy it. There it is. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. And I do have new videos up just about every single day, so you might want to subscribe. I've got thousands already on the channel too, so make sure you come back for that. And in the meantime, keep collecting.